Buying your first home. How exciting. This is great. Getting out of mum's place, getting off paying rent to someone else forever. Be able to buy your own home, pay off your place. Your place where you can put a picture up on the wall or do what you want. Paint the wall red if you want to. Okay, so let's get started. How do we buy a home? There's lots of different steps into buying a home. The very first thing is I would look into doing some research. Well, the first thing you do, how much can we borrow? Okay, you might not be saved any money right now. You're just thinking about buying a home at this point in time. So, all right, well, let's look at, I've got a buyer's essentials guide, go through all the steps that you're going to need to get you successfully into the home you want for the best interest rate possible, stress-free, as less stress as possible anyway. So you want to get started. First thing I would do, see what you're entitled to, particularly if you're a first homeowner. So what is the government able to offer you? So you need to look at your state, look at the state revenue of government departments. I'll leave some links in the description and in the guide as well, or just reach out to me and I can give you the links and exactly where you can have a look at these things, or I can give you them to you anyway. So you need to look at, so the government will give you a first homeowner grant. We also have first homeowner deposit schemes, which some of the banks will have an allocation for, which is lender's mortgage insurance. That's another thing to think about. But if you talk to your mortgage broker, they can go through all these things with you. So you're borrowing essentials, okay? So we need to look at a lot of these other things too. So you're buying a home. Okay, let's first look at, well, how much can I borrow? So as a mortgage broker, we can have a look at how much you can borrow, where you are, what your situation is, how long you've been working for, and all the rest of it. So we know exactly how much you can service a loan, to how much deposit you need to buy the perfect home that you want. Okay, so we need to do what's called a loan pre-approval. So we can get you pre-approved for a certain loan amount and look at some options around that as well. The other thing is, well, how much deposit am I going to need? How am I going to raise the deposit? Okay, so let's look at some solutions towards deposits. As a first homeowner, lots of banks favor you. So you really only need like a 5% deposit. If you don't have a 5% deposit, the really good part about that is you can get a 95% loan and you won't have to pay lender's mortgage insurance. You'll be able to have a stamp duty concession where you won't have to pay stamp duty. So to get into a house, it's not just about the deposit. You've got conveyancing, legal fees, establishment fees. You've got a stamp duty, all of those things. A lot of this stuff is waived to help you as a first homeowner to get into a property. So let's get back to the deposit. So you need a 5% deposit for what you're borrowing. It's all right, you might want to go and buy a house at $750,000, but first of all, we have to look at, can you service that? And if you can't, you might need to look at, well, maybe I need to buy with a friend or whatever. So let's get back to this deposit. So you can have a 5% deposit. Your parents can go guarantor for you as well. You can use gifted funds as well for a deposit too. So there are lots of options. Reach out to me.